In this video, I'll be looking at this 4K portable monitor from KYY. They did send this in before review, but as always, that does not affect our opinion in any way. So this is just the box that it comes in. We'll go ahead and get into the specs on the back. Just quickly here, you can see that it does weigh 690 grams. It is a 15.6-inch IPS display, aspect ratio of 16.9, and then again, it is 3840 by 2160, so 4K. 400 nits of brightness, 1200 to 1 contrast ratio, and it does have a 3.5mm headphone jack as well as built-in speakers. It does not say in the box, but it is 60 Hz as well. So we'll just go ahead and open the package here. Looks like the first thing we have here is a little wall brick that's going to be with USB-A. That's just, of course, for powering the monitor. Then we have a USB-A to USB-C cable, again for powering it. Next we have the monitor itself, which we'll look at in a second. User manual. This is a USB-C to USB-C cable, looks like. And this should be a HDMI to mini HDMI. So you do have many ways to connect the monitor, of course. The easiest is just going to be via USB-C. If you connect it to a MacBook or a similar laptop, it should power the monitor as well as actually provide the display input. So while it does include a USB-C power cable and an HDMI cable, depending on your device, you can use this one USB-C cable to both power and connect the monitor. Looking closer at the monitor itself, it looks like it does have a very nice kind of soft cover on it. This is going to serve as a protection for the monitor, but also as a stand. The inside is pretty soft. It almost feels like the iPad smart covers. And it does say it's actually a smart cover as well, so it is kind of magnetically on there. So if you peel it off like that, it will stick back on magnetically. So it definitely reminds me of an iPad cover, both in the feel and the actual functionality of it. Both the outside and inside are very soft, so you're not going to have to worry about the screen getting scratched or any of the other devices when this is in your bag. So again, it does come with this smart cover. If you want to fully remove the monitor, you can. This is also magnetically attached, so if you want to reattach it, it's simple as just kind of snapping it back on there. But if you want to use the monitor in standalone mode without using this case, you're able to just fully take it off as well, which is nice. So this is what the monitor looks like. On this one side here, we do have buttons for controlling the inputs, the volume, your different settings, and all that. Farther down, we have two USB-C ports. You can use either port to connect your device or use them simultaneously if you want to provide standalone power. And then we also have the mini HDMI port as well. Next to that, we also have a speaker grill, and there's another speaker on this other side. So that's going to provide kind of stereo audio coming out of this, which is pretty cool. Most portable monitors don't have speakers, so that's a nice feature to have. And the other cool thing is on the back, it does actually have a VESA mount. So if you wanted to mount it with a monitor arm or something, you're able to do that as well. I want to say this is the first portable monitor I've seen that has that functionality, so that's a really nice feature to have as well. And again, it does include the smart cover, so that's going to kind of protect it, but it also allows you to stand it up and use it as an actual monitor, of course. So it's magnetically attached to the back here, and if you want to set it up to this angle, you can do it like that, or adjust it a little bit more like that, or make it totally flat, of course, as well. So pretty customizable in that sense. And of course, to transport it and all that, to just close that, it's going to kind of secure magnetically here, and it will protect the monitor. We also have a nice little KYY logo on the back. So definitely very versatile in that sense, but we'll go ahead and get it all set up with our MacBook and show you what it looks like. All right, so first and foremost, just to show you how simple it is to connect the monitor, I'm going to go ahead and plug one end of the USB-C cable to the MacBook, and the other end to this monitor here. Should kind of just power on automatically. You can see the KYY logo here. And as simple as that, we have our second display up and running. So very easy, as you can see, just the one cable to both power the display and actually provide the video input. And again, that's going to be the case for most devices. It will depend if you're using a lightning device, for example. If you're having an older iPhone or an iPad, then you will need to actually provide an external power cable. Or if you're connecting via HDMI, you also have to provide a power source. So that would just depend, but I'll go ahead and connect it to an iPad here as well to show you what that looks like. So again, we can just connect our iPad here. It's via USB-C, so it does just need the one cable. And now it's connected to our iPad that easily. Again, just using the one cable to both power the device and actually connect it via video. So I have it connected back to the MacBook here, but as you can see, it's really easy to use it with a bunch of different USB-C devices. That could also be like a Nintendo Switch or a Windows laptop, a bunch of different things. So essentially, if you're using it via USB-C, most likely you'll just need the one cable, which is awesome. And while I'm here, just to show you again from a different angle, that kind of adjustment. So you can have it sit like this, have it sit like this, or when you fully close it, it kind of just magnetically sits like that. So again, very portable, very easy to just kind of throw in your bag, and it has a built-in stand when you want to use it. Regarding the brightness, it is at 50% brightness right now, but we'll go ahead and turn it all the way up, just to show you what the maximum brightness looks like. We do have some pretty bright LED lights shining on it, and you can still see very clearly the image and all that. So it is definitely plenty bright with that 400 nits peak brightness. In terms of the display quality and colors, I can say they do look excellent. Of course, you can adjust the settings if you want to, but so far all I did was up the brightness a bit, and it does look really, really good. All the colors really pop and are very vivid thanks to that IPS display. The actual display quality is of course very high as well, being a 4K display that's to be expected, but does look really, really good in person. It's a bit hard to show over video, but if you're used to using a newer MacBook, it should look very similar. And if you're used to using less than a 4K display, then this should really blow you away, because it does look very, very good. Text and images and everything is just very crisp, very clear, and the fact that it's all running just via a single USB-C cable is super impressive. As far as the quality of the built-in speakers, I'll go ahead and play some music for you now. And then some audio as well of me talking. So looking farther at the connectivity options, we have the SD card and micro SD card slots on the bottom, which is great for connecting camera cards and all that pretty easily. Then on the back here's where we connect all of our peripherals, of course, so we have two. So I don't think the speaker quality is going to blow anyone away, but I am much more impressed than I expected to be. Even the fact that they're operating in stereo is pretty impressive, and they're not really tinny or anything like that like I thought they would be. So especially considering most portable monitors don't even have speakers, these ones are more than good enough. And if you really want to, you can use the built-in headphone jack and get your audio that way. So overall, I would say I'm pretty impressed with this monitor. I think the only thing I don't love about it is the very obvious and large KYY logo at the bottom. I wish it was a little bit more sleek or subtle, so that's a little bit annoying. I think that does make it look a tiny bit tacky, which is not at all the case given the quality of the monitor. So that's the only slight negative I could think of, but everything else is really solid overall. The 4K image is excellent, the colors look really good, and the speaker quality is much better than I expected. I also love that it comes with this case for it that serves as a stand. It makes it very easy to just throw it in your bag, and when you're ready to use it, all you have to do is connect one USB-C cable to your device, and you have a second monitor wherever you go.